evening and welcome. You're watching Times Now. I'm Sagarika Mitra. Viewers, the manifestos are out, the promises have been made and the campaigns are on in full swing in battleground Maharashtra, which goes to vote in the next 10 days. But what is the big narrative in this Mahayudh? From the Batenge slogan to the Ek Hai Unity call. From the demand for 10% Muslim quota to the invocation of Shariat by 180 plus NGOs that are now rallying behind the Mahavikas Aghadi. From the BJP's vote jihad caution to the Congress party's caste census pitch. Is it all boiling down to consolidation and counter-consolidation? Is the Mahavikas Aghadi eyeing the Muslim vote bank to win elections in Maharashtra? And is the BJP trying to consolidate its core Hindu vote base to get ahead of the Aghadi, which is also blazing ahead with the Jati Janaganna pitch? First up, listen into how Home Minister Amit Shah accused the Congress of giving in to the 10% Muslim quota demand by Ulemas, who have also made their presence felt ahead of the elections. And then also watch how the Congress is trying to distance itself and is accusing the Bharatiya Janata Party of creating what they are calling a fake narrative.
उलेमाओं की कॉन्फ्रेंस ने, उलेमाओं की एक संस्था ने मांग की कि माइनॉरिटी को आरक्षण दिया जाए और कांग्रेस के अध्यक्ष नाना पटोले जी ने इस मांग को स्वीकार करने का पत्र एक्नॉलेजमेंट दिया है। मैं महाराष्ट्र की जनता को पूछना चाहता हूं, क्या कांग्रेस पार्टी के ये मंसूबे के साथ आप सहमत हैं क्या? एसटी, एससी, ओबीसी, दलितों का, आदिवासियों का और पिछड़ों का आरक्षण लेकर मुस्लिमों को देने के पक्ष में महाराष्ट्र की जनता है क्या?
चुनाव के समय में इस तरह का फेक नैरेटिव हिंदू मुस्लिम करने की बीजेपी की पहले से आदत है। जनता के जो मूल इश्यू है, जो मोदी जी और बीजेपी ने महाराष्ट्र की जनता को आश्वस्त किया था, उस विषय पे वो बात ही नहीं कर रहे हैं। जब भी चुनाव आए कि हिंदू मुसलमान पे बात करते हैं, हिंदू मुसलमान नहीं जाएंगे और ये फेक नैरेटिव बीजेपी के पास रहेंगे।
From Uttar Pradesh to Maharashtra to Jharkhand, the Batenge to Katenge slogan and the Ek Hai to Nek Hai pitch seems to have set the narrative in these poll-bound states. Now watch out the Congress president, we're talking about Mallikarjun Kharge, who countered the BJP's Ek Hai to Nek Hai pitch, and then also listen in to how Akbaruddin Owaisi has entered the battleground.
आपको कांग्रेस की इस खतरनाक साजिश से सावधान रहना है। आपको याद रखना है, एक है तो सेफ है, एक है तो एक है तो एक है तो
एक तरफ मनुवादी लोग हैं और बटेंगे तो क्या है, कटेंगे। अरे पहले तो आप मनुस्मृति स्वीकार करके पहले ही समाज को बांट दिया है, पहले ही बांट दिया, अब फिर और बांटना चाहते हो। कौन कहता है काटना? किसकी बात कर रहे, किसको काटेंगे आप? 140 करोड़ जनता को काटेंगे।
ये बांटने वाले लोग आपके दुश्मन हैं, आपके चेहरे पर मीठी मीठी बातें बोलेंगे, इनके बहकावे में मत आओ। और मैं तो कहता हूं, बटोगे तो कटोगे, एक रहोगे तो नेक रहोगे, एक रहोगे तो सेफ रहोगे।
उत्तर प्रदेश के चीफ मिनिस्टर आए, वो क्या बोले? मोदी आए और क्या बोले? बटोगे तो कटोगे। मिस्टर योगी से पूछो, कौन बट रहा है, कौन कट रहा है, कौन बांट रहा है, कौन काट रहा है?
Let's open this up. Radhika Khera, National Spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, joining us. Krishna Hegde of the Shiv Sena is also joining us. Dr. Nikul Patel of the Congress is with us, and also Chandrasekhar Jha of the Shiv Sena UBT. I'd like to start with Chandrasekhar Jha. Chandrasekhar Jha ji, आज आपका stand up clear कर दीजिए. अभी कुछ demand आया है. Ulemas have entered the battleground Maharashtra और उनका ये डिमांड है कि हमसे सपोर्ट चाहिए, तो अब आप ये वादा करिए कि 10% Muslim quota milega. What is Shiv Sena UBT? What is Uddhav Thackeray's stand on the demand for 10% Muslim quota?
I have explained this thing. This is a narrative which is being done, and this narrative is completely fake, and we have never received any kind of such demands. And we have categorically said that if any such demands are there, the government which is going to form, they will decide. The alliance partners will decide. These things are to be decided after the elections are over. The thing is that the fake narrative is being done by whom? That has to be construed. The allegations which are coming from the BJP against the opposition and the counter-attack from us categorically seems to be very hardening for BJP to win this election, and they are now countering it with a divisive policy, divisive speeches before the public, and ek hai to safe hai. What does that mean? Ek hai to safe hai.
What you've just said, I'm just going to go a step ahead. Taking cue from what you just said, are we to assume that the Shiv Sena UBT is okay with considering the demand for 10% Muslim quota, be it before elections or after elections?
This quota demand was raised by Mr. Devendra Fadnavis itself in 2018, 1st December 2018. It's a recorded statement by Devendra Fadnavis. The Ajit Pawar group has also raised this issue in October. So their alliance partner themselves, they themselves have raised this issue from 2018 till date. And they are continuing because they are giving salary to Maulanas. They have effectively raised the salaries of Maulana in Maharashtra from 5,000 to 15,000. They themselves are doing appeasement politics, and the opposition cannot be held liable for this at this moment.
Now, we are not getting a clear yes or no answer on if the Mahavikas Aghadi and the Shiv Sena UBT specifically is ready to consider the demand for 10% Muslim quota. I'll come back with that question once again. But Radhika Khera, the charge that comes your way is that it is the Bharatiya Janata Party which started this entire politics of polarization with slogans like Batenge to Katenge, and also when a message is sent out like Ek hai to safe hai, the opposition says that this is nothing but an attempt to, fearmonger and to consolidate the Hindu vote. How do you respond to the opposition's charge?
United we stand, divided we fall. If the Congress talks about it or the MVA alliance talks about it, then it's very secular. But if we say katenge to batenge, it's just a Hindi version of United we stand, divided we fall. And we are not the ones who are, like we saw the Uddhav Thackeray-led fraction of Shiv Sena, their leaders were sitting with the Maulanas where vote jihad was being done and fatwas were being issued. Then we've gone on to see the letter that has been written by Nana Patole accepting the 17 demands given by the Ulemas, in which one demand was they are going to arrest Hindu religious leaders, they are going to arrest Hindu MLAs and other political leaders, that they're going to give away a lot of land to the masjid and mosques, that they're going to give 15,000 salary to all Maulanas, and lots of other things.
Radhika, now just one correction there, because the Congress party has constantly been saying it today, and you've also heard Nana Patole's soundbite where he said that the letter that you are circulating or the BJP is citing is a fake letter.
No, it's not a fake letter. It's out in the open and it was issued by them and it was in support, and it is those ulemas who have issued it and put it out in the public, and they have said that since you have accepted our demands, our vote is going to go with you. Now that they have to decide why, now since there's been a hue and cry and now that they're exposed openly by that letter. And what Nana Patole does, he says one thing, Rahul Gandhi says another, then Uddhav Thackeray says something else, then Nana Patole is kept in the background, then he's brought in the front. We've been seeing what is happening. And we are also witnessing over 180 NGOs and organizations that are consolidating votes under the guise of constitutional rights, all targeting one religious community in this so-called vote jihad, which is nothing but a political strategy which is being done by the MVA. They did that in the Lok Sabha and now they're doing it even more rigorously. So why are they only concerned about one religion votes? Like I said, have you ever seen, any of the BJP leaders or any BJP candidates being present in any Hindu Sabha or any other religion or any other Jat Sabha for that matter or any other caste Sabha for that matter where they're saying कि हम सारा वोट इधर करेंगे? Have we ever done any sort of vote jihad? Have we ever said कि हमें हिंदू का वोट नहीं चाहिए, हमें मुसलमान का वोट नहीं चाहिए? But we have always seen that Congress and their allies are always present where vote jihad is being done.
So, but Radhika, batenge to katenge, ek rahenge to nek rahenge, as per the opposition, is a clear message to the Hindu community at a time when the Congress is talking about the caste census, at a time when the BJP says that the Congress now wants to divide, the Dalits, the SCs, the STs and the OBCs. Let me take that same question to the Congress party. Dr. Nikul Patel, I'll ask you the same question that I asked your ally, that is the Shiv Sena UBT. 10% Muslim quota, what is the Congress party's clear stand? Nana Patole has distanced himself from the letter that is doing the rounds and the BJP is citing, but what is the Congress party's clear stand on the demand for 10% Muslim quota?
See, I would like to list out the Mahavikas Aghadi Manifesto, which is for the people of the Maharashtra, and it is for all the people who are there in the Maharashtra. 2.5 lakh vacancy in next 100 days after forming the government. 1 lakh to girl after achieving 18 years of age, 6 cooking gas cylinder at a rate of 500 per year, 2 optional leave for female when they go for a menstrual cycle, 100 units to 300 units for power, cervical cancer for 9 to 16 years girl. Mahavikas Aghadi had also promised for 27 corporation elections, 4,000 monthly allowances for the youth which are unemployed, debt waiver for
Mr.
the
Patel, now that you are citing the manifesto of the Mahavikas Aghadi, let me also ask you a question and let me also cite from your manifesto itself. In line with the vision of Shri Kashi Ramji, the leader of the oppressed, representation based on numbers, we will rectify the confusion surrounding Maratha, Dhangar, Muslim, etc. reservations created by the Mahayuti government's tenure, ensuring justice for these groups. This is also written in your manifesto. So the Muslim reservation mention has been made. What is your clarification when it comes to this aspect of your manifesto?
I don't understand why it is forcefully being imposed by Bharatiya Janata Party when it is not into the manifesto itself.
It is in your manifesto. I'm reading from your manifesto. Your manifesto says, in line with the vision of Shri Kashi Ramji, the leader of the oppressed, representation based on numbers, we will rectify the confusion surrounding Maratha, Dhangar, Muslim, etc. reservations created by the Mahayuti government's tenure. I am quoting verbatim from your manifesto.
You are stating the verbatim, but that is your way of interpreting by putting the word Muslim into it.
It is not interpretation, it is reading verbatim what is written in your manifesto. There is no interpretation. Reading it out plain and simple, Mr. Patel.
People of Maharashtra, that is going to form, and Bharatiya Janata Party had feel the heat during the Lok Sabha election itself by finding that people are not supporting that. Are you going to bifurcate the 30 seats that we have seen by Mahavikas Aghadi in Lok Sabha election only due to one particular community? I don't understand what you are stating on a national television and what you are imposing on Congress and Mahavikas Aghadi.
Not imposing anything, reading out from your manifesto. Just asking you for a clarification on what is stated in your manifesto.
I don't understand your logic and I don't understand your question itself. It's the people of Maharashtra who will decide that what they want to do. It's only the Bharatiya Janata Party who wants to do the appeasement politics of Hindu and Muslim, and people have realized we are working in the larger interest of the people, and you will realize that 100% voting is always we can practicing. Even Bharatiya Janata Party is appealing people and go for 100% voting. And somebody is telling that we should
let's
go and
bring in
vote.
the Shiv Sena. Krishna Hegde ji, Congress और शिवसेना यूबीटी उद्धव फैक्शन का ये आरोप है आप पे कि ये जो वोट जिहाद की बात आप करने लगे हैं या ये जो बटेंगे तो कटेंगे की बात आप करने लगे हैं, इससे आपका एजेंडा क्लियर है, आप सिर्फ हिंदू मुस्लिम की राजनीति कर रहे हैं।
देखिए, हम हिंदुत्व की पार्टी है, हम कभी नहीं कहा कि हम हिंदुत्व की पार्टी नहीं है। और शिवसेना का जन्म ही 1966 में जो सन ऑफ द सॉइल है, वी वर्क फॉर द सन ऑफ द सॉइल, एंड लेटर 1987 the first election, Hindutva election, was by the Shiv Sena, that too in my constituency, and one of my relatives was the candidate then from where I won later. So we have never backed out from the fact that we are a Hindutva party. This is Uddhav Thackeray ji, who in 2019 went with the BJP, won the votes from the people of Maharashtra, and went with the Congress, where his father, Hindu Hriday Samrat Balasaheb Thackeray ji said, "Jo din mujhe Congress ke saath haath milana pade, main meri dukaan band kar dunga." Now let me get back to what the Uddhav Thackeray spokesperson said. He said in 2018, Devendra Fadnavis ji spoke about reservation for minorities. This is a blatant lie. He spoke about reservation for Marathas, not about Muslims. And the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Shiv Sena is against reservation for Muslims earlier, now and in the future also, as stated by our Honorable Home Minister Shri Amit Shah ji. So what we gave the nod for the Marathas in 2018, and we have given the nod for the Maratha reservation again, 10% in jobs and 10% in education, even now in the last year. And we will see that they are successful even in the Supreme Court. Secondly, let me tell you, this vote jihad which is happening in the last Lok Sabha election, our leader Sammanya Balasaheb Thackeray ji was speaking about this for the last 30 years. He said, जो बांग्लादेशी यहाँ पर illegally आए, उनको खतेड़ के बाहर निकाल दो. And it is the legislators from the Congress party and the Mahavikas Agadi who are giving letters to these people who are illegal immigrants, whether in Mumbai or in Maharashtra.
Let me bring in Chandrasekhar Jha. 1 second. So the Shiv Sena is now also putting some questions to the UBT faction. Today the Home Minister, while unveiling the manifesto, said, can the Shiv Sena UBT ask Rahul Gandhi to say words of praise for Veer Savarkar, for Balasaheb Thackeray? Is the Shiv Sena UBT now standing with a party that opposed Ram and Ram Mandir? These were the questions raised by the Home Minister. How do you respond to what the Home Minister has said, Mr. Jha?
See, this kind of narrations only come from Home Minister at the time of elections. Let me remind my brother of Shiv Sena, Eknath Shinde, that particularly on 1st December, this statement was made by Mr. Devendra Fadnavis in 2018. You can clarify it from the Economic Times and other categorical newspapers, and everywhere it was very much there that Mr. Devendra Fadnavis said that we are considering Muslims for reservation, and this blatant, it is not a blatant lie, it is on paper, it is on fact. And I am not quoting anything unwanted or not quoting anything off the record. Second thing is that very much, if they say the Muslim quota is hurting the sentiments of Hindutva, why the BJP
are you
itself
for
has
Muslim quota, yes or no? Are you for be it 5%, be it 10%, a demand that has now been raised? A clear yes or no answer we are not getting from either the Congress party or the Shiv Sena UBT. Is the Mahavikas Agadi in favor of Muslim quota? And if the Mahavikas Agadi comes to power, will it give 5% Muslim quota or 10% Muslim quota as demanded by the Ulemas?
The quota has been created, this issue has been created by BJP. In Andhra Pradesh, they have already given quota to 4%. What is their answer to it? If they are raising the vote jihad issue now, the Andhra Pradesh government, including BJP, has given 4% quota to the Muslims. What answers they have? Now they are describing it as a vote jihad.
Completely right. But Radhika Khera, Krishna Hegde, Mr. Jha and Dr. Nikul Patel, thank you so much for joining us. What is the larger narrative for the state of Maharashtra? We are seeing it play out. Is it all going to boil down to the fight for the Muslim vote? Keeping a close watch